Canada's Yukon is a world-famous mining area, home of the Klondike Gold Rush in 1898. It's still a key mining area today. Cropper had started out as a Yukon mineral prospector, but by the 1960s he had 20 years' experience as a mining executive and was executive vice president of Peso Silver Mines. Peso had been expanding, but had just reached the limits of what it could afford. Dixon had the mining rights to parcels of land in the Yukon, and he offered to sell them to Peso. They were unproven, speculative areas for mining. Cropper and the Peso Silver Mines board members considered the proposal and declined it. Dixon's offer did not include any confidential or special information, partly because Dixon himself didn't have any. The whole thing was speculative. In 1962, Cropper and a number of others were offered those same mining areas by Dixon, and they decided to go for it. They were willing to risk their personal finances in a way that they couldn't risk the finances of Peso. The risk paid off, and within a year or so, another company offered $1 million for those rights, a massive profit. Berliz, the chairman of Peso Silver Mines, was furious. Peso had missed out. He demanded that Cropper hand over the profits, claiming they had been obtained in breach of Cropper's fiduciary duty to Peso. Cropper refused. Berliz sacked him and sued him. The Supreme Court of Canada considered whether Cropper had breached his fiduciary duty. Justice Cartwright said it was the duty of Cropper as director to take part in the decision of the board as to whether that offer should be accepted or rejected. At that point, he stood in a fiduciary relationship to the company. He and his co-directors acted in good faith, solely in the interests of the appellant and with sound business reasons in rejecting the offer. I find it impossible to say that the respondent obtained the interests he holds in the new companies by reason of the fact that he was a director of the appellant and in the course of the execution of that office. The court found that Cropper had been transparent and was not relying on any confidential information, and was simply a private investor. He did not have to pay over the profits, and the court awarded him damages for wrongful dismissal.